Breaking! Did the Buffalo Bills just go all in for a Super Bowl run? Reports confirm the signing of 4-star players, a move that's sending shockwaves across the National Football League and instantly raising expectations in Buffalo. With elite quarterback Josh Allen already leading a dangerous offense, these additions could be the final pieces needed to build a true championship roster.
But here's the twist. Who are these 4 players, and how do they fit into the Bills' master plan? Some fans are calling it genius, while others are questioning the long-term risks. One thing is certain, this changes everything. Stay tuned as we reveal the names and break down what this means for Buffalo's Super Bowl dreams.
The energy around the Buffalo Bills right now is absolutely electric. And if you're a fan, you're going to want to hear every single detail of this breaking development, because what just happened could completely reshape the AFC landscape and might finally be the move that pushes Buffalo over the top. Sources close to the situation are confirming that the Bills have aggressively gone out and secured 4 high-impact players. And this isn't just about adding depth. This is about building a Super Bowl-caliber powerhouse right now. Let's start with the big picture. For years, the Bills have been knocking on the door. With Josh Allen leading the charge, they've had explosive offense, moments of defensive brilliance, and a fan base that's among the most passionate in the entire league. But every season, something has been missing when it matters most. Whether it's injuries, defensive breakdowns, or just running into elite competition at the wrong time, Buffalo hasn't been able to finish the job. That might be changing today. The front office clearly understood one thing. Standing still is not an option in a conference loaded with elite quarterbacks and stacked rosters. So instead of making small, safe moves, they went all in, and the first signing already has people talking across the league. The Bills have added a dominant edge rusher, a player known for explosive speed off the line and the ability to disrupt even the best quarterbacks in the league. This is the kind of player who doesn't just rack up sacks, he changes how offenses operate. Offensive coordinators will now have to adjust protection schemes, keep extra blockers in, and that opens up opportunities everywhere else on the field. Pairing this kind of pass rush with the existing defensive core instantly elevates Buffalo into one of the most dangerous defensive units in the NFL. But they didn't stop there. The second addition is just as impactful. A veteran linebacker with elite instincts, leadership, and playoff experience. This is the type of player who becomes the heartbeat of a defense. He reads plays before they develop, shuts down the run, and brings a level of toughness that shows up in big games. More importantly, he brings accountability. When the pressure's at its highest, this is the kind of presence that keeps everyone locked in. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. The third player added is an offensive weapon, and this move is clearly about maximizing the prime years of Josh Allen. We're talking about a versatile playmaker, someone who can line up in multiple positions, stretch the field, and create mismatches against any defense. This gives Buffalo something they've been missing in key playoff moments: unpredictability. Defenses won't be able to focus on just one target anymore, and that could unlock an entirely new level of production for this offense. And then comes the fourth signing, which might quietly be one of the most important of them all, an offensive lineman who brings both power and consistency. It might not be the flashiest move, but if you understand football, you know this is critical. Protecting Josh Allen is everything. Giving him more time in the pocket, improving the run game, and creating stability up front could be the difference between falling short and lifting a Lombardi trophy. What makes this entire situation so fascinating is the timing. The AFC is stacked. Teams are loading up, quarterbacks are evolving, and every single game feels like a playoff matchup. The Bills knew they had to respond, and they didn't just respond, they made a statement. This is a franchise saying, we are not waiting anymore. And let's talk about what this means strategically.
With a stronger pass rush, Buffalo can pressure elite quarterbacks without relying heavily on blitzing. That means better coverage on the back end. With a smarter, more experienced linebacker, they can control the middle of the field and limit big plays. Offensively, adding another weapon gives Josh Allen more options, especially in critical third-down situations.
And with improved protection, the entire offense becomes more efficient and less predictable. This is how championship teams are built. Not just through one big signing, but through a series of calculated moves that address multiple weaknesses at once. The Bills didn't just patch holes, they upgraded key areas in a way that complements their existing strengths. Now, of course, there are always questions. How quickly will these players gel? Can the coaching staff maximize their potential? Will injuries play a role? Those are the unknowns that every team faces. But on paper, this roster just got significantly better overnight. And you can already feel the reaction. Fans are buzzing. Analysts are reevaluating their rankings. Opposing teams are taking notice. Because when a team like Buffalo makes moves like this, it sends a message across the entire league. The chemistry factor is going to be crucial. Bringing in 4 impactful players means integrating new personalities, new play styles, and new dynamics into the locker room. But if there's one thing the Bills have built over the past few seasons, it's a strong culture. That culture will be tested, but it could also be what allows these additions to thrive immediately. There's also the psychological impact. When a team invests this heavily in winning now, it changes the mindset. Players know the expectations are higher. Every practice, every game, every decision carries more weight. That urgency can either create pressure or fuel greatness. And for a team led by someone like Josh Allen, it's likely to be the latter. Think about the playoff implications. Close games often come down to 1 or 2 plays, a key sack, a crucial third-down conversion, a moment where protection holds just long enough for a big throw. These are exactly the areas the Bills just improved. These signings aren't just about regular season success, they're about those defining playoff moments. And let's not ignore the message this sends to Josh Allen himself. The organization is showing complete vishwas in him, building around him, and doing everything possible to support his pursuit of a championship. That kind of backing can elevate a quarterback's performance to another level. As we look ahead, the expectations are going to skyrocket. This isn't a team that can be satisfied with making the playoffs anymore. This is a roster built to compete for the Super Bowl. Anything less will feel like a missed opportunity. But that's exactly what makes this so exciting. The risk, the ambition, the belief. It's all coming together at once. And for fans of the Buffalo Bills, this could be the moment they look back on as the turning point. Because when you combine elite talent, strategic upgrades, and a clear sense of urgency, you get something special. You get a team that's not just hoping to win, you get a team that's built to dominate. So keep your eyes on Buffalo. The moves have been made. The pieces are in place, and if everything clicks the way they're hoping, we might be witnessing the rise of a true Super Bowl contender right before our eyes.